So the longing that you have in your heart is the longing for home, right? For your integrated wholeness, for you being here without being veiled, for you being here even in your seemingly being incomplete inside, feeling incomplete. You being here, welcoming yourself as you are. Because we're not going to reach perfection. Perfection's not needed in order to come back home to yourself. I hope you know this. And if you don't, this is an important piece to open to for yourself. Otherwise, one is striving for something that is put in time and put in a long time in the future. One of the things that awakening brings, and there are different stratas to awakening, but the aspect of awakening where you feel welcome as you are inside of yourself, that you are whole just as you are. One of the things that brings is a peacefulness of all the areas inside that we feel hesitant about and unsure about, and we have a challenging time opening to. So we don't have to wait to be somehow more integrated, more healed, more perfected in order to awaken. And this is the truth. Now, about integrating awakening. The energy of awakening is one of wholeness, where one opens to the fact that everything is the divine, everything is God, that you as you are that. And then all the parts inside that are not yet in awareness of that will come up to be met. That's what happens naturally. Do you have a sense of, some of you have a sense of that already? That as you open to your wholeness, that the parts that are, as you welcome yourself increasingly as being whole and love, just as you are, that it is God as showing up as you, that these parts come up, these pieces that are hesitant and don't know that quite yet. It's a big welcome party that takes place. A big welcome party. So yeah, any of the work that you're doing along the way is helpful and supportive, but do not place the awakening in time, imagining that when you are more somehow healed or anything like that, that's when awakening will show up. Because that's not necessarily how it works. So just check in with yourself right now and see if that's kind of what you're doing unconsciously. That you may be even unconsciously holding back from realizing truth, thinking that that there's more work to be done. And see, that sets things in time. Does this make sense? Okay. Yes. The more that we're confused, the harder it is to feel the reality as it is. And that's why placing attention and focus on what you want helps bring it forward. That's why things like meditation and spending time in nature and being in satsang and quieting down as much as you can, true spiritual practices, being relaxing is a lot of what this is about, is relaxing, letting the nervous system relax so that it's not in this kind of fight or flight mode, because that will obscure this knowing, the natural state, they call it, it will obscure it. That's the only thing that's happening, is that if you're not sensing it in an abiding way, if you have it come and go, or you don't sense it at all, what is obscuring? Right? What is obscuring? Just feel that open question. Because, if you've already touched on it, you know that it's just a hairbreadth away, or maybe it's right here, right now, or it's obscured, but you sense it, or else you wouldn't be interested in it, right? So some kind of dust, in the Zen tradition, there are different schools of Zen. And one of them is that you clean the mirror or the window of dust. And maybe the dust comes back every day a little bit, and then you have to clean it again. And then there's another school of Zen that says, there is no dust, there is no mirror. I think both are true. Progressive path and the instant awakening path. If there was no dust, you would be feeling completely at ease within yourself without a question. So something comes in, some kind of veil, I like to call it a veil, comes and obscures your ability to be here completely without imagination, that everything isn't whole and complete, and that even in its imperfection. So you see the difference between trying to make things, you move around the chess pieces, or they say the seats on the Titanic, to you can't necessarily move things around enough in order for freedom to come and visit. It's more about your sincere desire and placing your attention on, as best you can, what is unobscured inside of you, some kind of peacefulness, an open state of freedom, anything that you've already landed in within yourself or had glimpses. You place your attention there, and that door opens up. It's like you're placing your attention, and it is an invitation for that door to really open, rather than moving things around and fixing yourself and fixing things in your life per se. You do that because we do the stuff, but that doesn't lead to awakening. How do I know this? Because that's my own experience. So it's your sincere desire within the conditions of your life as they are. Your sincere desire within the conditions. within yourself as you are in a state of progressive healing or falling apart, whatever, wherever you are in your life right now. There's a time for different things. It's really, truly about where you place your attention, okay? Inside of you. Place your attention on that which is already free. And why awaken? Simply put, it's because it's your birthright. You have the divine right to live in your integrative wholeness.